Good evening, folks. This is Darth Rabbit-07 coming to you today with another quick review of the Tigerwing Mini-07 Part 4. We got Recklessness on the turntable, also known as Wild Rider. Before we get into the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for those who watch. Let's turn this around, take a look at this next oversized micro Magic Square knockoff. And with the exhaustion of the past week, I've had their names mixed up, so I just wanted to re-verify what I've done so far. I did breakdown first, the paranoid breakdown first, then I accidentally skipped and didn't do drag strip right away. I went right over the top to dead end, then I went back to drag strip, and now we're moving forward to the fourth of the Stunticons, Wild Rider there, also known as Recklessness, inside of the Mini-07 box set, which leaves Motor Master for last. But I love how the instructions look. I like how they actually went for show animation accurate, robot modes, and then to the real car. Even though they don't get the license, they make them look pretty daggone spot on, one for one with those other vehicles. So there's that, guys. And then we have the psychotic breakdown, or no, Wild Rider on the turntable. His actual Mini-07 name is Recklessness, and he's based on the 1977 Ferrari 308 GTB. And then if you look at that bio here, you can see all the other stuff where I got that information from. This thing is awesome, like in both modes, guys, because as you take a closer look right here, this is very animation accurate in his robot mode. Really, really clean profile no matter what angle you look at it. And minimal hollowness. I love the engineering on this. I just really wish that Hasbro would clue in and stop hollowing stuff out. Give it the real world parts. You have to go get licensing, go get licensing. But I mean, I think it's MH-Z that does this knockoff. They actually did a really, really good job. They used a slightly more plasticky feeling material. And while being a KO, all the bells and whistles of, this back can be a little bit floppy, but they got the articulation down. They got the swivels and all the other stuff. This is a miniature masterpiece, even though it's an oversized knockoff of the Magic Square when it stands about like that tall. But really, really freaking awesome. Enough said about the robot mode. I love that this guy and Breakdown have got like ab crunches when it comes to articulation. This head is not going to do much because the ball's down inside the chest there, but you do get an all the way around if you desire there with the head. You can, can't really, it doesn't do much up and down, like I said, because of the way it's designed or whatnot. There's that I was talking about with the back piece flopping around. You can get the full Mr. T, you get all the way around right there. Form and function is all there. Look at that. You got all the way around the elbow. You got that much to the elbow, and you also got wrist swivels. In Legends format is insanity articulation. You can do all the way around due to the transformation. And with this Magic Square stuff, you get forward and backwards back crunch. So you can do all that kind of good, cool stuff. You can get the full Van Damage and the full Mr. T if you desire. And up the thigh swivel. Just look at that, guys. 90 degrees there at the knee, and you got ankle tilts and then you got toe tilt, and just incredible engineering here, guys. I just really wish Hasbro would stop writing stuff off and do it the best it could be. And it's a shame that you got to go to a third party or a KO of a third party to even get there. This is almost deluxe size. It's like the smaller deluxe size, and I absolutely adore this set. I'm obviously also late to the party like I am with a lot of this stuff, but this is just really, really, from car to robot and back again. Bam. This thing is awesome. And here is Recklessness in his Ferrari mode, looking very Ferrari, very, very freaking awesome. Let's take a closer look here now. While there is just a touch of gapping on the sides, you get that side profile, the wheel wells look really, really awesome. There's a reason why this is set in a little bit more, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Look at the back end and those smokestack, bam, the other side profile. and that front. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. It looks like a Ferrari. Hate that gapping, but like I said, love the rims. And the reason why that does that is because they actually have a thickness to the, like, between the front and the back. So like you can't rotate the tires on cars like this, as this is not the same as that. And I love that little attention to detail. Love the muffler sticking out there at the back end. A little bit of unsightliness there where the feet were, and you can actually leave them out if you want to, how you desire to do it, to each his own. That's how I did it on this one. I just love how the way this thing folds in up on itself, and for the most part is very, very clean. So I'm going to end up having to get the Magic Scale counterparts. These will have a special place on the masterpiece shelf because it is another miniature masterpiece, guys. That said, that's about all it's going to do in car mode. It rolls as rolling cars should roll. Looks amazing. The paint, everything about it is just awesome. Let's get back into robot mode and some final thoughts. Final thoughts on Recklessness here. I have to give props where props are due. Firstly, to Magic Square and to MH-MINI for taking the animation, the engineering of this thing from Magic Square, from the animation and the robot mode to the realistic real world vehicle mode, just freaking stellar, awesome. All the articulation and what have you with Breakdown and Wild Rider is the exact same. Now on Drag Strip and Dead End, they have a little bit of a thing with the waist is designed differently and is made to come apart for the combined mode, which we'll be getting to after the next part in this series, which is Motormaster. I forget his Mini-07 name, but I'll put it right here. So he's coming up as part 5. And we're just going to look at that cab, because the trailer, while it is part of the vehicle mode, is extension and or the skeleton for Minosaur, which is really, really cool that it transforms into that exosuit skeleton, and these are just like boom on there. We all know what the Stunticons are, and it's masterfully done by Magic Square MHC, and totally rocks. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. If you've not dived into, the Magic Square New Age rabbit hole, I can definitely vouch, thanks to MHC, that I will be getting a hold of the Magic Square Stunticons in some form or another, because I hear that where this is loosey-goosey, they're not so much as the Legend Scale from Magic Square, and I think it'd be worth the purchase to have that, especially if they do make a masterpiece form of it too, because your ear should be burning again, Jimmy, but daggone it, thank you for getting me into this rabbit hole. It might be how I move forward with getting anything G1, as they just do this so masterfully. And, can't collect it all, but if you're going to have a good representation, this is really, really impressing the ever living daylights out of my expectations. I highly recommend Magic Square or this Mini-07 set, just for what you see right here in front of you with the robot modes, the vehicle modes. They look so awesome, guys. That's how you do it right, Hasbro. You need to let it take a lesson in a pages learned kind of thing, and it would be major props to the fans of the community if you went back and redid them again. But I mean, you've already got it in legacy there. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Get this set if you are curious and you want a good Stunticons Minosaur set. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a great day out there. Till other one.